Dying minutes of the fourth quarter, you gave LA Tenorio a bit of rest. And then when TNT threatened to storm their way back into the game, you put it back, and then he closed out the show. What does it mean to have a closer like LA Tenorio? Like he was like a security blanket for you because he just was so calm under pressure.
That's just it. He was really calm under pressure. You know, Pogoy was just making incredible shots, and we missed him one time when we didn't get to him. We lost him one time, and another time they set a couple of good screens for him and got him free. And those shots he was making was just tremendous. It really turned into the Pogoy show out there. And but you can never. It can be harder to respond. It's easier to make those shots. It's harder to respond, and that's what LA did. He came down and made two huge responses for us from the three-point line, and kind of took the sails right out of Talking Texas because they were all getting pumped up and from Pogoy's shots. So for LA, that was cold-blooded. I mean, that was cold-blooded. Those two shots LA took were really cold-blooded. So it's just great having LA and Stanley together, those two guys, and then Scotty, being able to hit big shots as well. I really felt we played our best game of the whole bubble tonight. And even though we played our best game of the whole double, it was just barely enough to beat Talking Tech. So that just goes to show how good they are and how well coached they are. We really, this is our best game of the series by far, and I think the best game in the conference. We hit big shots all night. We made plays. We made defensive plays. Held the lead for the most part, and then they made their big run. But I thought we played well tonight. I hope we can carry it over into Wednesday.
Coach Tim, in game number 3, TNT was able to establish their inside presence early. You adjusted with having Jared Dillinger and Jody Vance in your starting unit. How important was it to get that defensive toughness and that IQ coming from those two veterans early in the game?
Well, we were making jokes about, when I told Joe and Jared about the lineup, they were saying it's going to be the Geezers lineup. Everybody's like 30. We averaged about 35 years old in that lineup. I think Stanley was the spring chicken of the group. But you can't count out experience. You can't count on experience in the playoffs. And we had a definitive game plan coming in with those guys. We were able to go through it this morning in our walkthroughs, and it was big because. And basically, they replaced Arvin and Scotty. Scotty was one of our most physical players, but so we gained a lot of size, and we really wanted to keep. It was obvious we wanted to keep Rosario from trying to pin us down and next to the basket like he did over game 3, and so we put Javith on him, and that kind of killed his big post game. He stepped out and hit a bunch of threes for us, but it was kind of like taking choices. Inside or outside, and that's something we're going to have to play with because we're going to get better. He's going to get better playing outside, so we're going to have to make maybe another adjustment as we go along.
Coach Tim, at the end of the game, there was a light moment where you kind of sidestepped R.R. Pogoy, who was trying to shake your hand, and then you gave him a big hug. You've always compared Scotty Thompson to Johnny Abarientos, but with the shooting of R.R. Pogoy, do you see some old school player who you can compare to him?
Well, he just reminds me, it's a completely different look, but the ability to get shots and shoot them with hands in your face and guys flying by you, is Alec I did. I remember Alec hit our team once for 70 points, so I know what it's like trying to guard Alec. He scored 70 points against us, and we have imports guarding him, and everybody guarding him, and it's that same sense. It's like, uh-oh. Whenever he's open and he has a shot, or if he's taking a shot, it's like, he's going to go in. And when he doesn't go in, it's a big surprise. And the same thing used to be my feel for Allen. Allen was the same way. If he was open, it was like, chalk that one up already, before it went into the rim. So I was again with Pogoy. He came over to shake my hand. I said, I want to shake your hand. I won't tell you what I said. I said a Tagalog swear word at him, and as a joke, I was afraid I was going to get burned if I touched his hand. But he was amazing. He was absolutely amazing.
Thanks, Coach Tim. Now welcoming our Zoom callers, starting out with Mr. Bong Lazada.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. But Coach, in the previous games, you said that when Scotty took the three in game two, I think you said it was going in. Did you have the same feeling with LA tonight? Did you expect that he would have this kind of explosion?
No, not really. I tried to give each one of those three guys a short rest in the fourth quarter, like a minute, 30 seconds a minute, just to get them settled, because they were playing heavy minutes throughout that whole fourth quarter. But I knew we needed LA's presence out there when they started to make their run. LA, I've used this word a lot lately, but he has no fear. He's going to take that shot. He's been taking that shot for his whole career. So did I think they were going in? Not like Scotty. I mean, Scotty just felt like, but LA's were just daggers. I mean, they were, like I said, they were cold-blooded. Three-point shot over there, and then come back and hit a three-point shot back at him. Three-point shot over there, and then come back and hit another three-point shot back at him. That's cold-blooded. It's really cold-blooded.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bong. Next question will be coming from Mr. Ray Hobley.
Congratulations, Coach.
Hi,
Coach, you're carrying a 3-1 lead, going to Game 5 and facing a backup TNT team. Do you like your chances more in your close-up game?
Well, it certainly made it, I wouldn't say it made it easier for us, but, because they still made a great comeback and Borgo hit all those shots. But, we didn't have to worry about Jason. When Jason went out of the game, that really changed the complexion of the game. And now they're down, and I don't know what Jason's status is, and Bobby Ray's, but, they're down a couple of really, really key players. That would be like us, losing Scotty and Stanley, something like that. And how difficult would it be for us to win without Scotty and Stanley? So that's how I look at it. And, when you win, you want to win with the best, obviously. But right now, I just think that we're just going to try to go out and whoever shows up, we're going to go out and play. Those are two big losses for him, but I know that Bobby Ray's supposedly close to coming back, and Jason's a warrior. He'll find a way if he possibly can. So we're going to assume that they're both going to play on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next question will be coming from Mr. Ruben Terrado.
Coach, good evening. Not sure if I heard it right, but I think it was said in that broadcast that you didn't practice yesterday. Is that right? And what's the reason behind it? And do you think it was a big difference for today's game?
I thought that was a big secret. How'd you guys find out? Who's telling you guys? No, we did. I just felt that and I said this after the last game, I felt we played well in the first quarter, and then we looked tired going into the second, and tired the whole rest of the game. So we just decided to give them an extra time off, and then we didn't practice yesterday, but we practiced this morning. We went through about an hour, 10 hour, 15-minute walkthroughs on what we wanted to do and adjust today. And that just we're just trying to give them a little extended time in terms of recovery. We were afraid that we would wear them out today, right before the game, but we felt the recovery time was more important. That's really what the NBA does. When they have a game on Monday and Wednesday, they'll take the Tuesday off and have a shoot-around type practice on day of the game. So we just took a page from the NBA and did that today, only because I just felt they were really tired. And it seemed to have worked. I mean, we did win, and we did look like we played with a lot more energy today. So now we have 2 days off, so that's not something we have to worry about. Not 2 days off, but 2 days before the next game. That's something we won't have to worry about yet. We'll see what happens on Thursday.
Thank you for all your questions, and thank you, Coach Nemco. That will end our post-game press conference. Once again, congratulations to you and Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
All the best.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you, guys.